China has secretly been building an army that doesn't eat, sleep, or feel pain. And now, footage has leaked, showing what might be the future of warfare. These robots don't just follow orders, they think for themselves. What you're about to see is terrifying, because the future is no longer coming, it's already here. Join us and let's discover the greatest technologies China is building. I guarantee you'll be shocked by each one of them. Let's go. Number 12. Robot librarians and automated bookstores. Libraries and bookstores across China are installing robotic systems that shelve books, retrieve requested titles, and manage inventory with mechanical precision. At Tianjin Binhai Library, robotic arms work behind the scenes in automated storage systems, fetching books that visitors request through digital catalogs. The system can locate and deliver any of the library's hundreds of thousands of books in minutes, far faster than human librarians searching through stacks. Automated bookstores take this concept further. JD.com opened an unmanned bookstore in Beijing where customers browse selections on screens, make purchases through an app, and watch as robotic systems retrieve their books from massive storage walls. The entire transaction happens without any human employees present. Cameras track what customers pick up, automatically charging their accounts when they leave, similar to Amazon Go stores, but focused entirely on books. These systems solve practical problems. Book inventory management is tedious work that requires constant organization and significant physical labor moving heavy boxes. Robots handle this effortlessly, working overnight to reorganize stock, process new arrivals, and prepare orders for the next day. For bookstores struggling with thin profit margins, reducing labor costs while maintaining large inventories becomes economically viable with automation. Critics miss the human element that traditional bookstores and libraries provide. Knowledgeable staff who offer recommendations, answer questions, and create community connections are being replaced by efficient but soulless machines. But in a country prioritizing efficiency and cost reduction, that human touch is often seen as a luxury rather than a necessity. The trend is clear. Retail environments are being redesigned around automation, and books are just the beginning. Number 11. Humanoid robots flooding factory floors. While the world debates artificial intelligence regulations, China is mass-producing humanoid robots at a scale that's leaving competitors behind. Shanghai-based Agabot reported manufacturing over 960 humanoid robots by late 2024, with plans to hit 1,000 units before the year ended. That target puts them ahead of Western efforts like Tesla's Optimus project, which is still in relatively limited production. These robots aren't sitting in warehouses. They're deployed across manufacturing plants, hospitals, and customer service centers, handling tasks that previously required human workers. Videos from Agabot's production facilities show an almost surreal scene. Human employees assembling robots while robotic arms work nearby, and some finished humanoids are already stacking inventory on shelves. This massive production scale is transforming entire industries, but it's also creating serious questions about employment and economic disruption. Boston Dynamics and other Western robotics firms might have technological advantages in certain areas like advanced mobility or software sophistication, but China's real strength is in speed and volume. They're not waiting for perfect technology, they're deploying good enough technology at massive scale.
I have a question for you. First, I would like to say that it is possible to follow the greatest curiosities of our world every day. But to do so, you need to be subscribed to our channel. So, are you already subscribed? If not, take the opportunity to subscribe now. Also, take the opportunity to like the video so YouTube will recommend more videos from our channel. So leave your like right now. And now that you have done that, let's go!
Number 9. Robot dogs taking over the streets. Cities across China are witnessing something that sounds pulled straight from a sci-fi thriller. Robot dogs are now patrolling fields, urban areas, and even military zones with cameras mounted on their mechanical frames. These aren't toys or prototypes gathering dust in labs. They're operational machines working right now. At the IDEX 2025 Defense Expo, companies like Unitree Robotics showed off their Go 1 model, a four-legged machine loaded with sensors that can handle rough ground, carry surveillance equipment, and assist in multiple tasks. Footage from the expo captured these bots moving through exhibition halls, their camera lenses reflecting the overhead lights, while international observers watched with a mix of fascination and concern. The Chinese government isn't hiding this technology. They're showcasing it, making it clear they're ready to export and deploy these systems worldwide. Back in mid-2024, U.S. lawmakers demanded the Pentagon investigate after Chinese state media broadcasted footage of a robot dog operating an automatic weapon during military drills. That moment triggered alarms across Western defense circles. While countries like the United States spend years debating the ethics and regulations around autonomous weapons, China is moving full speed ahead. State media reports confirm China is assembling the largest unmanned force on the planet, where machines could eventually outnumber human operators in certain operations. These robot dogs are already integrated into training exercises, working alongside human teams to provide reconnaissance and logistical support in terrain that would exhaust or endanger people. This shift goes beyond defense applications. It's about fundamentally changing how operations are conducted, removing human limitations from the equation, and creating a new standard for what's possible. Number 8. Police robots walking city streets. Downtown Shenzhen recently witnessed something that looked like it was torn from the pages of a science fiction novel. A humanoid police robot, standing 1.38 meters tall and wearing an official police vest, walked alongside human officers while cheerfully shaking hands with surprised pedestrians. The viral video from early 2025 sparked millions of views and ignited debates about the future of law enforcement. Developed by Engine AI, this robotic officer model, PM01, can respond to voice commands, greet citizens, provide information, and even perform push-ups to demonstrate its balance and physical capabilities. City officials present these robots as force multipliers, tools that enhance police presence without replacing human judgment. These humanoid officers can monitor crowds during events, answer routine questions from tourists, and maintain a visible presence in areas where human officers might be spread thin. While other countries have experimented with wheeled police robots or stationary security kiosks, China's humanoid patrol units represent something different. They're designed to interact directly with the public in open environments, not just monitor from a distance. Officials emphasize these machines aren't replacing human police officers. Instead, they handle routine tasks like providing directions, checking identification, or monitoring specific locations, freeing up human officers for complex situations requiring empathy, negotiation, or critical decision-making. It's a vision of policing where AI and human expertise work in tandem, and China is implementing.
Number 7. Construction robots building skyscrapers. Construction sites in major Chinese cities are starting to look different. Robots are laying bricks, welding steel beams, and even 3D printing entire building sections. The construction industry, traditionally dependent on manual labor, is being transformed by automation as labor costs rise and the country faces a shrinking workforce. Robotic bricklaying machines can place thousands of bricks per day with precision that human masons can't match, following digital blueprints to create walls with perfect alignment. Companies like Broad Group have pioneered prefabricated construction methods where robots in factories assemble entire building modules that are then transported to construction sites and assembled rapidly. They famously constructed a 57-story skyscraper in just 19 days, using robotic systems handling much of the factory fabrication work. 3D printing technology is advancing rapidly for construction applications. Winson, a Chinese construction company, uses massive 3D printers that can print entire houses layer by layer using special concrete mixtures. They've printed apartment complexes, office buildings, and even claimed to print a 5-story apartment building in a single session. Videos show these enormous printer heads moving along rails, depositing concrete layer by layer as walls rise from the ground. The technology is still developing, and these printed structures require traditional methods for roofing, plumbing, and electrical systems, but the potential is obvious. Construction costs could drop dramatically, building speed could increase significantly, and projects could be completed with far fewer workers exposed to.
Number 6. The spherical security bot that rolls through streets. If humanoid robots seem too familiar, meet the RTG, a spherical security robot that looks like someone designed it after watching too many sci-fi movies. Developed by Logitech, this ball-shaped machine can roll alongside police officers and assist in various security tasks, including launching nets when needed. Footage of the RTG patrolling with Chengdu police went viral in late 2024, showing the robot rotating continuously to scan its surroundings with mounted cameras. The internet had a field day with this one. Social media users joked about its relatively slow rolling speed and occasionally wobbly movements. Some critics dismissed it as little more than a mobile surveillance camera with limited practical applications. But focusing on its current limitations misses the bigger picture. The RTG is equipped with AI-powered facial recognition software and can reportedly deploy a mesh net to assist officers during specific scenarios. Whether it's perfectly effective right now doesn't matter as much as what it represents. China is pushing forward with innovative security robotics, testing designs that other countries haven't even considered. Every deployment, every test, every viral video generates data that engineers use to improve the next generation. The RTG might not be perfect, but
Number 4. The global race, China is winning. China's rapid progress in robotics has triggered what many experts call a new global technology race, but the competition isn't even close. While other nations invest in autonomous systems, their efforts often appear fragmented and cautious compared to China's comprehensive strategy. The United States has developed various autonomous platforms, including robotic dogs for reconnaissance and mule-like machines for carrying equipment. These systems show impressive technical capabilities in controlled environments, but deployment has been limited. Officials remain cautious, citing ethical concerns, technical limitations, and questions about reliability in actual operations. Russia has showcased numerous unmanned ground vehicles over recent years, but independent analysts consistently rate these systems as less sophisticated than Chinese equivalents, struggling with navigation accuracy and coordination in realistic scenarios. Countries like South Korea, Israel, and several European nations are making genuine progress in robotics and AI, developing advanced platforms with impressive capabilities. However, none have matched China's systems integration approach. Chinese planners aren't just building individual robots or drones. They're creating interconnected networks where aerial drones, ground robots, underwater vehicles, and human operators share data and coordinate actions through AI-enabled command systems. This integrated strategy represents a force multiplier effect, where the whole becomes greater than the sum of its parts. Official Chinese military documents openly state that future operations will rely heavily on autonomous systems working alongside human teams, and they're backing up those statements with massive investments and rapid deployment.
Number 3. Autonomous submarines exploring the deep. China's robotic revolution isn't limited to land and air. Beneath the ocean's surface, autonomous exploration submarines are redefining what's possible in underwater operations. Recent images revealed an 11 to 12 meter long unmanned undersea vehicle, believed to be the UUV-300, equipped to carry sensors, communication devices, and other specialized equipment. These next-generation machines are built for extended missions in deep water, operating completely autonomously without any crew on board. Traditional submarines require teams of highly trained personnel for operation and maintenance. These autonomous versions eliminate that requirement entirely, allowing for longer missions, riskier operations, and deployments in areas where risking human lives would be unacceptable. While Western navies have developed some autonomous underwater systems, progress has been cautious, slowed by technical challenges and ethical debates about autonomous military platforms. China isn't waiting for those debates to conclude. They're building these systems, testing them, and integrating them into their maritime strategy. Combined with China's rapidly expanding fleet of unmanned surface vessels and aerial drone swarms, these underwater platforms create a multi-layered robotic naval network. It's not just about having submarines that operate autonomously. It's about creating an integrated system where underwater, surface, and aerial drones communicate and coordinate, providing comprehensive coverage of maritime areas. This represents a fundamental shift in naval strategy. While the world watches developments on land and in the air, China is quietly building a robotic underwater capability that operates in an environment where detection is difficult and traditional countermeasures are less effective.
Number 2. The flying carrier that launches drone swarms. In May 2025, China revealed a concept that sounds like it came from a blockbuster movie, the Zhen, a massive flying drone carrier designed to serve as an airborne mothership for smaller, coordinated drones. This high-altitude, unmanned aircraft features an enormous 25-meter wingspan and a powerful 16-ton takeoff weight, making it one of the largest autonomous aerial platforms ever announced. The Zhen isn't designed to carry weapons itself. Instead, it functions as a flying hub, a platform that launches, coordinates, and potentially recovers smaller drones during missions. Concept visuals show the Zhen cruising at altitude, opening bay doors to release waves of smaller drones like a hive releasing worker bees. Each smaller drone can serve specialized functions, such as surveillance, communication relay, electronic warfare, or other tasks, all working together under coordinated control. A single Zhen could potentially launch hundreds of smaller drones in one mission, creating an instant aerial network over areas where traditional operations would be risky or impossible. This approach offers flexibility that fixed bases cannot match. The Zhen can reposition to different areas as needed, extending the operational range of smaller drones beyond what their limited battery or fuel capacity would normally allow. Critics point out that the Zhen's large size makes it more visible to radar systems, potentially vulnerable to detection and countermeasures. That's a valid concern, but it misses the strategic point. The Zhen represents a fundamentally different approach to aerial operations, one focused on overwhelming capability through numbers and coordination rather than stealth alone.
Number 1. 10,000 drones moving as one mind. The skies over Shenzhen lit up with brilliant patterns in September 2024, as more than 10,000 drones flew in perfect synchronization during a record-breaking aerial display. To spectators watching from below, it was stunning entertainment, intricate designs forming in the night sky through precise coordination. But people familiar with drone technology saw something different. They saw a demonstration of capability that has serious implications beyond entertainment. Coordinating 10,000 separate flying units in real time requires extraordinary communication infrastructure, processing power, and control algorithms. China has built a specialized 5G network capable of connecting this many drones simultaneously with ultra-low latency, meaning commands reach each unit almost instantaneously. The same technology that created beautiful patterns in the sky can be repurposed for coordinated swarm operations. Picture dozens or hundreds of small reconnaissance drones launched simultaneously, each feeding real-time video and sensor data into a centralized AI system. Operators would gain an unprecedented overview of any situation, with the swarm adapting dynamically to changing conditions. If one drone fails, others automatically adjust to fill the coverage gap. If a new target appears, the swarm redirects resources without human intervention. The entire system behaves like a single digital organism, adaptive and responsive. Defense analysts in the United States and allied nations are paying close attention. Multiple reports have highlighted China's advances in drone swarm technology as a potential game changer. What looked like an artistic light show was effectively a field test, demonstrating to anyone watching that China has mastered the technical challenges of large-scale drone coordination. The nation that perfects swarm technology first gains a significant advantage in future operations.
Still curious? Then don't stop now. The next mystery is already waiting for you. Just click the video on screen. I saved it just for you. See you there, curious one.